Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We are playing. What the heck are we playing? A Vinestalker Artificer of Zom for Dieselrobin 5. This is the first time we are picking up a character. No, that's not true. We picked up the Demigod Wanderer after Pleasing Fungus, but this is our first time picking up this character anyway. So I did watch Wheels and Pleasing Fungus play their missions, but I'm sure we have plenty of review to do. Let's see. All right, those notes don't show up. I'm gonna read the notes here real quick. What did Wheels have to say? Check the shopping list. Easy character. Enjoy. And also, Zom gifted us like $2,000, so they bought a bunch of junk just for fun. Okay, sure. Zomcast's Discord. Wow. All right. Okay. Fine. So let's, I guess, start by checking the shopping list. That's an interesting ring. What is this character training? Long blades. What is this character wearing? We've got the long sword of Quaslal's Regard, which is pretty good. Fragile. We can't take it off, but there's no reason to take it off anytime soon, so that's fine. We've got two pretty mediocre rings, but good equipment otherwise. The amulet's like not that great. What do we got in the way of jewelry here? I think I will probably buy that ring on the shopping list, the artifact one at the bottom. Will I? It's kind of like dubious. It's only a slight stat up. It'll be great for when we do Tomb or whatever, but for now, I don't know. Stealth is just like so useless. What are we wearing armor-wise? +1 chainmail. Well, okay. Defenses look all right. Not amazing, but fine for this point of the game. Let's go read the morgue. What have we been doing most of the game? Okay. Here we go. This is the table I was... Well, actually, let's look at this table too. Training. Mostly fighting and dodging. Finally, we committed to long blades around level 10. Okay. Armor and throwing. I'm not so sure about throwing, but okay. We've thrown a few javelins, I guess. Used a lot of wands. Mostly paralysis, as I recall. Got those paralysis stabs, okay. We tried on some plate, but seem to have decided against it. I see. Fine. Yeah, I like the chain better too. Skills, just long blades. This one's Mendeley at 14. Okay. I might like some more armor and dodging, but I think for now it's fine to work on finally getting this sword going. We have a rod. That we can't... I was like, why? I remember watching him pick up the rod and not try it on, and it's because the sword is fragile. Okay. So we have a rod. Maybe we can use it someday, but not right now. Right, let's drop some of this junk that we've been carrying around. I don't need this. I don't need the ring of teleportation. I don't need a blowgun that I can't even swap to when I have like no throwing skill. And I don't need the Curare either, honestly. All of these wands, I think I'm fine with keeping. Scrolls of Noise, Immolation, and well, I'd like to keep Vulnerability because we do have like paralysis. The Noise and Immolation I'm willing to drop, but it's not exactly critical to do so right now, so... Yeah, I don't think I want that ring, actually. Do I? The int doesn't really matter. I know no spells. Maybe I do want it. It's a ring of fire, so we would lose cold resistance, but sorry, Wheels was asking me why my terminal is this ridiculous size, and it's just like, I don't know. That's the size it comes out to be when I make it legible to me. I don't really know how to make it smaller, so sorry. It's just a little tiny bit larger than standard. It makes it a little harder to watch. So that ring, I think it would be good to have, and we can take it off if we run into any ice threats. Let's go get it. A cursed +3 ring of strength. Interesting. Yes, there's an amulet of faith. I guess I'll take regen, but let's put on this ring over the ring of stealth and inscribe W with don't take it off, I guess. My macros should be all set up, right? Yes, they are. Okay, so what are we up to this mission? We're finally ready to head out and start killing dudes. And we're doing so mostly with tab, so that should be nice and easy. How far have we been in Orc? A dungeon. We've been down to dungeon 10, so we can... So this mission... Oh, interesting. A labyrinth already. And a gong. Thanks, this mission, we are supposed to finish up dungeon, lair, and Orc, but of course we already finished up Orc last mission. Anyway, finish up dungeon, lair, and Orc. And actually, I'm gonna head to lair before I do. No, there's I can't anymore. I heard the labyrinth. Oh, there's lair. Hello. I want to find the lab for sure. But it might have been better if we already knew it's distant from here. Okay. If we already knew where lair was, it might have been best to go there first, for reasons of what this character's bonus missions are. We want to do two things. So first of all, why are we worshipping Zom? It's related, I promise. Sort of. This character's bonus missions, the two that are relevant right now, are to abandon... Alright, it's distant from like up here and very distant from down here. So we're looking at like the northwest corner of the map, probably. Anyway, abandon a god before entering a lair branch. Sorry, abandon a god and choose a new one before entering a lair branch. That's bonus mission 1. And bonus mission 2 is to get slime, get the slimy rune first. So those two, sort of traditionally in Dieselrobin, go together so well that people tend to do them on the same character. The idea is you pick some god, doesn't really matter who. Ideally someone whose wrath is not that bad for the beginning of the game, and then you hope to get an early Jiva altar, and you switch to Jiva, and he gives you the slime rune for free. There's the labyrinth. Good. Alright, we still need to be a little careful here, but I think that means just walking into the corner. We should be fine with all this stuff. Oh, let's quiver the... I don't even have stones. Wow. Rip. So anyway, we Wheels ran into Zom first and was like, I'm gonna go Zom. I was like, okay, sure, if that's what you want to do. Like, Zom can be very powerful. The problem is he can also be very dangerous. Oh, if we kite this guy back, he's just gonna throw stones at us, like, or rocks from like a million miles away. I don't like that idea very much. Oh, we have a riposte. I forgot. Is it really taking urgently, though? I don't think it's urgent yet. I want to get there, but I don't... There's plenty of time. I don't need to charge my way through the Cyclops. All right, let's drop a few things so we have room like this. This. And we don't need noise in there. Fine. 10 is more than enough. And of course, I'm the one who gets the labyrinth. Blah. You know, that's life. I'm sure there will be labs on the other characters that everyone else will have to do. Is green crystal already? That's nice. Oh, it's not green anymore. It's just crystal, but it's also coincidentally green. Looks like this may not have been green crystal indicating the entrance. Oh, that's right. It's metal that indicates the entrance, not crystal, usually, I think. Or it's both? What was that, Zom? Oh, you give me calcifying dust. I have a trail of calcifying dust? That's pretty cool, actually. It's a little dangerous, makes it hard to retreat. But monsters can't really follow me. I really want to get back over that way. But I can't. Can I walk into that? No. All right. I mean, I could, obviously. It looks like we circled back around anyway. Oh, God, Tom, what do you like? All right, jeez. All right. There's something, like, big here. This looks pretty promising. Yeah, here we go. Okay, what are we going to do with the Minotaur? We have a potion of might, we have a potion of haste, we have wands, although with no... Oh, we do have a charged up wand of paralysis even. So that's appealing as an option. How are we doing with Zom Piety? We're high. Anything else I should know about before I open this door? Any weird special abilities? I can fly. Great. Is there any reason I would want to? What could the Minotaur have equipped where flight would matter? He could have a file of floods, I guess. Sure. But no, my MP is also my health, so I'm not going to waste it on like this bizarre... I can fly when that happens. Alright, so first of all... Oh, look, another wand of paralysis. First of all, what if I were to zap him with paralysis? 21%. Okay, that's not great. But we're carrying around these scrolls of vulnerability for specifically this reason. So, let's try again. 45. Try again. We got him. Zom is getting bored. You don't think this was funny? I think it was funny. Got a few goodies. I have a fire and a vial of floods. Look at that. Also, a new rod, another wand of paralysis, and various wands and scrolls. Some. Alright, whatever. What did he do to me? He did something. I'm leaking chaos clouds, huh? This here should be a Minotaur skeleton or something? No. Well, I think this is all we're going to need from here. I'll grab the javelins, I suppose. Okay, good. I wanted... before going upstairs, I decided to wait off the Zom, not wrath, but boredom. Just so I didn't have to come back up here with Zom bored. Let's drop the other rod. Like, I'd like to know what they are. But right now, this fragile weapon is the best we've got, so I'm not going to switch anytime soon. Where are we? Oh, we wanted to go to Lair. Yeah. So anyway, because of the bonus mission, we kind of want, ideally, to find Jiva as soon as possible, or at least find out whether Jiva is here. Because you want to have, like, 6 stars of Jiva Piety, which is what it takes to be allowed into the treasure vault, before you enter any other branches, because we're not really allowed into any other branches yet. read this on like my boots. Wait, check. Are there any other better boots around? No. Okay, read capital U on lowercase u. So I want to get lair done first, so that I don't know. It's mostly not a huge problem to get Jiva Piety. You can just drag it through. Ooh. Drag your slimes through Orc or whatever. But just in case, I'd like to have it available early, so I know what we're up against. Basically, are we gonna have to like dive slime without having Jiva? It's a lot harder that way. Hello, that's not any better at all, Zom. Okay. So first of all, if I were to paralyze it, it's not very easy to do. File of Floods, I'm not convinced that would help too much. Zom really is an experience and a half. I mean, you get great stuff from Zom. It's just you also get a lot of terrible stuff, and you got to figure out how to compensate for those things. Like I said, we got a ton of gold from Zom. Like I think we got like 1,700 gold or something, so we would be basically broke without Zom. On the other hand, you know, we had enough money to buy everything we wanted, even without Zom's money. So, yeah, not so sure how helpful that really was. I do have a Ring of Fire on, so that's handy. How much escape stuff do I have? Like none. I have no blinking and no teleport. Is there any lying around that we missed somehow? No. 5 scrolls of enchant weapon? What? Oh, well, okay. We're using an artifact that we can't enchant. All right. That's an important thing to remember, though. So the obvious thing to do is you just walk away, right? I'm just trying to figure out if there's something better. I think what we're going to do is the following. We're going to walk away. And more than that, we're going to walk to a downstair. Zom, I would really appreciate it if you could not make things worse. Just for a minute. That's all I need. Porcupine, could you please stand between me and the fire dragon? He might be afraid to breathe fire at you for some dumb reason. I riposte and bit him! Alright. I could attack that and shut the door. Okay, that works. I try to externalize as much of my knowledge as I can. Well, in general, but especially when I'm playing a Robin game where other people are going to play on the same account. You don't want any important knowledge locked up in your own head. You want it in the game. You don't even want to like tell them about it on IRC because they might forget or whatever, or just like maybe only one teammate is around at the time. As much as possible, you want Dungeon Crawl itself to be responsible for remembering things for you because it won't forget and it'll prompt you in like the time when it is most relevant. In this case, it'll prompt us when we come back to Lair 1. Potion of Curing, not super relevant on a Vine Stalker, but still, you know, I'm happy to have more of them than less. Spiny Frog, not a big deal, I think. We do have poison resistance, and we're relatively strong, having finished Orc. Right, what are we going to do to me? I'm covered in a thin layer of ice? Does that do anything? Is that just a miscast or what? Yeah. Maybe it did some damage, I don't know. But not enough to be concerned with. Book of Transfigurations, I'll pass. We're not going to be transmuting anytime soon this game. Bunch of scrolls of identify. Give me this potion. Yeah, forget it. And I'd like to have confusion identified, actually. Do I have disintegration yet? I mean, I know I'm carrying some, but I don't have any identified, so let's get that going as well. Kill holes are useful. Wand of slowing. Oh my gosh, what is all this junk? I don't need this empty wand of paralysis since I'm already carrying like 3 of them. Or at least 2, I'm not sure. Whatever. And notably, one of the ones I'm carrying is identified. It's nice to have... Oh, Jesus Christ. Teammates are magpies. You hear that? Magpies. We just carry everything. Mostly, of course, it's wands. Forget slowing. Forget... one of my many wands of enslavement. Like, they're very good, but we have 4 of them. And, ooh, that's a real good one. That's worth carrying. And 2 of them are identified even, so it's not like we need to, like... We have, like, 14 or 16 or something charges before we even need to think about... Sure. Before we need to think about running out of these things. So I don't need to carry around a 5th wand of enslavement, is what I'm getting at. A new wand. Can I evoke things from the floor? I can't. Okay. Just thinking. Let's drop. Jeez. All these wands. I hate playing artificers. Let's drop meat and fruit. And never pick them up again. Wand of acid is pretty handy. Yeah, I was sort of imagining this character would go Fedhas to Diva, which is the usual thing to do. Thanks for the confuse, I guess. But, you know, Zom Wrath is not noticeably... is not, like, a lot worse than Worshipping Zom. So... Wow. Good confuse. What is this? A friendly closet. Not exactly going to help that much, but I'll take it, I guess. So, in a sense, like, I don't know, Worshipping Zom is something that is, like, not necessarily the worst thing you could ever do. And, Zom Wrath is, like, only, I mean, it's definitely worse than Worshipping Zom, for sure. You get a lot less good stuff and a lot more bad stuff. But it's sort of a matter of degree. So, Zom Wrath is, in some sense, not the worst thing ever. When you compare it to Worshipping Zom, sometimes, you know, it doesn't seem that bad. Okay, so this Berserk is probably going to be fine. If this were, like... This is definitely not a situation where I would quaff a potion of Berserk, but Zom Berserk, in my experience, lasts, like, an insanely long time. He casts spells with very high spell power. So I think we should be able to just cross over here. And, just go for it. Oh my... Oh, it's a longsword of flaming, even. So this Hydra... Like, I'm not so concerned about Hydras with long blades normally, because I just run away from them. But now, like, I'm Berserk. What am I supposed to do? And I have a long blade, so it's going to lop off heads, right? Except, it's a flaming long blade, so it's fine. Normally, I would still rather run from Hydras, but, you know, if you're going to make me fight one while Berserk with a long blade, I'm glad it's a flaming long blade. So there's that. Book of the Dragon. Forget it. I think we're pretty well equipped. Yes, finally that's done with. Pretty well equipped for Lair. Let's just work on, like, armor and dodging? Sure? Yeah, nothing we want in here. Meat. He knows! He knows I've decided never to pick up meat again, so he's given me meat. What kind of jerk? So rude. It's kind of funny that, like, I don't know, in my last playthrough, not on Dieselrobin, I switched to Jiva. So if we manage to do that, which I think we hopefully will, but I guess I can't say for sure. In this episode, it'll be ooh. All right. So how are we for like if I wanted to paralyze him, say 10%. So even with a scroll of vulnerability, it's not looking too good. Okay, well, that's why Gastronaut is slow. So you can just walk away. See ya. Whoa! Zom! Alright, I guess that's fine. Let's head down into this part of the lair, I guess. Or of the floor. Try not to explore too far down here. Yeah, that's where Gastronaut is. So we're probably about done with this floor, but that's probably the crocodile that's hanging out with Gastronaut. So yeah, alright. Well, you know, that was a nice teleport, Zom. It meant that Gastronaut stopped following me because he had no idea where I went. Ring of Strength. Let's put that on. I'll take it. +5 is pretty good. Let's continue exploring down here. Probably nothing much, but might as well check it out. Alright, great. Now let's go downstairs. Look at this. Found fruits and meat. It's everywhere, man. All the food we decided to like give up for Lent. Alright, we got Snake this episode. Not this episode, this game. I mean, we did find it this episode, but what I meant to say is that it is our poison-themed branch this game. Read that on acid, sure. Oh, thanks, Tom. Fan of Gales is pretty good. Drop. Ugh, I don't need this extra wand of random effects, really. I don't really plan to use any of those anytime soon, but hey, give me the Fan of Gales. Oh, all this junk. Drop this. Drop this. Alright. Put on K. It was fire. We definitely do not need that. Enchant armor I will use on my... Yes, use on my cloak, which is capital L. Alright, didn't really need that help, but sure. New potion. Oof. Let's see if he makes his way around here. Looks like he's not... Oh yeah, there he is. Hello. And swamp. Now we'll just eat this thing on the ground. So we got snake and swamp. That's fine. Oh my. A bunch of fireballs went off basically there. Sure. Steam dragon. Oops, don't get in the water with him. Chop it up. No hide. Wait up here. Ugh. I can't even use Shift Tab because I've got like all these things I don't want to throw. Kind of annoying. That's one reason I like to carry stones around, is that like throwing a stone is never terribly bad. Whereas like, I don't know, javelins you kind of feel bad about using up a little. Let's see what this scroll is. Fear. Okay. Oh yes, give me that, please. Forget this Wand of Flame, and I have another Wand of Random Effects? I thought I dropped it. Meat! He's taunting me! I'm pretty sure it's a coincidence. I'll just leave this Cure Mutation here on the ground. We've got no bad mutes right now, and if we ever do get some that we want to fix, we can just come back for them. Can the blink frogs find me up here? I'd like to fight the blink frogs. Here he comes. There's another blink frog just around the corner. Zom, you... Oh, he cast Corona on all monsters in line of sight, including the plants. This is like some sort of weird scene out of a... I don't know, like a fantasy movie or like a fantasy video game or something. Like a forest glade with like kind of a pond where all the plants are glowing. I don't know. Seems a little bit cliches. Alright, we found the blink frog at last. Hello? Here we are in layer 5. So layer 5 or 6 is where we will find the entrance to slime and find out whether we have a convenient altar or an inconvenient altar to Jiva. Wands, man. Let's drop our enchant armor. Right, Ice Blast I do want to keep carrying around. It's pretty good. Alright, I don't really appreciate that very much. Thank you, my RC file, for reminding me that I can't heal. Too good. Alright, this isn't too bad. We'll just come up here. And yeah, we're like back at full health. Okay. Being confused made that a little bit awkward, but nothing too bad. Slime. An altar! We did it! Alright. I just realized I was trying to do like a Twitch meme thing there where people like, I don't know, they put things in capital letters and with spaces between them. And I say like boys for a thing they're excited about. And I just realized like altar boys are a different thing. They're a real thing in real life. So that's great. We found an altar. So we can switch whenever we want. I think the best time to do it is after we are done with lair and dungeon, but maybe I'll ask the teammates. I'm asking, obviously, whether we should switch now. I suppose I could edit this out, but I'm not going to, so there. Okay, they don't much care, so I'll make that the job of whoever does the next mission. On the other hand, I suppose, if I die, it means we won't get the point. That would be sad. But I think we shouldn't have too much trouble finishing up lair and dungeon. What? It says I've finished. Oh no, that was Pleasing Fungus just finished his character, right? And so now I'm next on that one. Got it. Invisibility, pretty good. Let's... Where do we fight here? This looks all right. This is okay, but I can't really get there in time. Yeah, so yeah, I think we'll just head up here. And then if we need to retreat, we can come back this way. Fine. Combat planned. The stupid butterfly, they confuse me. We have cleaving, which is honestly quite bad right now, because it's going to mean we chop up all the plants, which we're using as defenses right now. But okay, I guess. You know best. Vinestalkers are quite good, and our defenses are quite good, so there's a lot of room to make mistakes and have it not matter that much. Oh. Thanks. Identify, I don't know. Ice Blast seems pretty good. Enchant weapon, can't use it. Yeah, just leave it on the floor, please. Yeah, leave the pizza too. In fact, stop picking up pizza ever. Agility I do want to carry, though. Let's drop a spare Ice Blast. No, a spare Paralysis. We're still carrying like 2 of them, right? I only see 1. There's the identified one on T, and there's the unidentified one on G. I thought we had another. No. Okay. What about Enslavement? Is that the one we had a ton of? It is. Okay. So let's drop capital Z and pick up the potion. All of our slots are full, so when I see gloves on the ground, I shouldn't get too excited. I am confused. Let's just eat some bread while we're confused. Down we go to layer 6. That's like kind of a problem. There we go. He's just going to keep going until he bumps into a wall. And like, I'm a little surprised that guy is presenting such a problem, but apparently he is. So there you go. Let's just leave him alone. This is layer 6 after all, so we should be careful. How are we doing for time? It's been pretty fast, right? No, it hasn't. Interesting. I'm thinking actually what we do here is leave layer 6 and the rest of dungeon for a second video. It feels like it's gone super fast, but I guess it hasn't. So we'll split this mission up into 2 videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.